Hello, everybody. I'm Morgan Lahner, and this is my Summer Leadership and Motivation Project presentation. So my project this summer was a school supply drive. I'm doing it at my office I intern at. It's a company called Program Productions, and I'm located right in Lombard, Illinois. And so a little bit about the project. I mean, it's as simple as that, just a school supply drive at the office. And the purpose is to donate, when I'm finished there in August, the supplies to the local schools, daycares, preschools. And I got this idea when I was trying to come up with something. I was talking to my sister, who is an elementary special needs teacher, and we were talking about how all the kids who need school supplies and just how expensive it is, or just, where they're coming from. And, school starts up in August, so this is a great way to do a school supply drive because it's in the summer, and it's a great way to get the kids those supplies and resources they need. And overall, it's just a great way to give back to the community. So, how my project adds to the mission of the University of Dubuque. So, in the UD mission statement, it talks about how the university offers educational opportunities to all its students and prepares students for the service to the world. So with a school supply drive, that gives students the opportunity to have the right resources for school, as I said, and so they can just focus on improving their education and not on what they do not have. And like I said, I know a lot of families struggle with supplies and stores are just getting more and more expensive. So with this project, it will help students just focus on their education and knowing that you are helping for a greater good donating the supplies. And then with that, the mission statement also talks about challenging students to live of worth and purpose. And I think with this challenge, everyone in the office to see if they really care for children's educations and like how they can give back to their local community. So which organizations I worked with, like I said, this company I'm working for, Program Productions. I'm a payroll intern there I started May 19th and I go until August 18th. So the company I specifically work for, Program Productions, it's a company when you think of the camera crew of people, I guess. So MLB games, NHL, golf. One of our specific clients is like CBS. So like all those people like that are the camera crew of those events. I'm basically dealing with like their paychecks. So like that's what I do. And then one of our sister companies is the Rhino Staging Events, and they're located off in Tempe, Arizona. But they're the same thing, but basically live events like concerts and such. And something cool is that they actually put on the Taylor Swift Eras Tour last summer, which I didn't know, but that was pretty cool to learn. But overall, a very good company to work with. So the people or groups that I had to communicate with through the barriers. So first, when I got this idea, I talked to my supervisor and payroll about it just to see if it was doable, kind of just what the first thoughts of were, just spitting out some ideas. And then once she thought it was going to be good and it was going to be doable at our office, I talked to the HR managers, just to see if like the permission steps, follow-up steps, how much like involved I can be of like getting the word out there. And they were such a great help. Like they were able to help do like an email list going to everybody, getting in contact with our sister companies like CBS, like the XLT they work under, and then the Rhino Staging Events. And then lastly, this social media specialist with the Rhino Events more a company, and just being able to collaborate with her since we were going to do it in two offices, since one in here in Illinois and one in Arizona. And with that, the barriers, like what did you face? How did you overcome? I think it was just people actually donating school supplies in the office. We're doing great so far, but it's still like just getting people involved. And it was great that we were expanding this idea to another location. And then deciding where the resources will be donated after the drive is done. I still don't know where. I just know I want to keep it local since everyone in the office is more local. And then, like I said, spreading the information around the office. We did posters, email blasts, social media, but still it can be repetitive and probably a little annoying to people getting those constant notifications, but just getting the word out more. And then lastly, just getting people to care about donating the supplies. Like, I get it if they don't have kids going through school, but just sending those reminder emails and informations about stories of helping local children and help their education, but really just getting people to donate the school supplies. And like I said, how I promoted my project, we made posters to put up around the office, like email blasts to everyone in the office about this, social media posts on our Facebook and Instagram page. And then I wanted to show this is the poster I was able to create, and with the help of Haley, who is off in the Arizona office. And it just gives our like location, school supply list, giving people ideas so they can just look around the house, see what they have, what they can donate, just a little about what we're doing. And then lastly, what did I learn about this leadership project? Well, leadership is about taking initiatives. Leadership isn't just about titles. I'm an intern this summer and I was able to do this like school supply donation drive. And it just started with identifying a problem and proposing that solution and how you are going to take action plans to this problem. And it is about taking initiatives and what you can do instead of like what you can't do. And then you will need to require clear professional communication. You hear communication is key, and that is 100% true because coordinating with the other company departments, the external organizations of our sister companies, it was very hard and waiting time back and forth, but it was a very important step in this project. And then kind of lastly, leadership is a service. I saw the vision of this project like to help students in need who will receive those resources that will help their education, and donating these supplies was overall just a good cause to give back to the community. And just knowing that you're doing that for the right thing is just so important. And it's, this isn't just something like I could just put on a resume. It's just giving back to the community because it is the right thing. And then just the last, this school supply drive is still going on right now, so I haven't finished it yet, but well, hopefully by August when school starts up and everything will be donated. But yeah, thank you for listening.